Welcome back, friends. That was a good meditation. For some reason, a particular phrase kept coming to me over and over and over again, and it makes sense to me why it would, because I'm involved in a lot of different pursuits and projects and ideas and plans and schemes and agendas, and it's quite easy for me to get caught up in that. But the phrase that kept coming to me over and over again was, seek first the kingdom of heaven, and then everything will be added unto you, which of course is a terribly religious platitude, isn't it? And modern people might discount that as being meaningless or sententious or irrelevant. Seek first the kingdom of heaven. What does that mean? And yet, if we parse it out in the language that we use and the meaning that we use, the greatest of all spiritual principles is embedded right directly in the center of it. And seek first the kingdom of heaven. So seek, look for, inquire upon, ask for, seek first, not later. Seek first, primarily, fundamentally. Look for first, primarily, fundamentally, the kingdom of heaven. Well, what's that? Is it a lofty place afar off in the clouds with angels and harps and cherubs? Well, you could think that, but perhaps we could think more accurately as the kingdom of heaven being the highest state of consciousness, one replete with bliss and joy and gratitude and peace and well-being and health and abundance right here, right now. So look for, inquire upon, ask for, seek, primarily, fundamentally, first and foremost, the state of consciousness of the greatest value. Then everything else will be added unto you. Then all the particulars of life, the people, places, and things, circumstances and conditions will be added. They'll be added. They will fall into your life. They won't be extracted. They won't be mined for. They won't be grabbed onto and held. They won't be struggled or strained for. They won't be competed for. They will be added to. They will be added to our lives. And so the phrase really suggests this brilliant principle, scientific idea of a way to prioritize and arrange our experience such that we gain the greatest good in every consecutive moment of now. And as a result of that, all the particulars, the causes and conditions of life are just added unto us, rather than this painful, anguishing search and grabbing for the outside world first, the things of the world first, in order to produce the state of consciousness. Do you see how one flips the entire world over and how revolutionary that teaching is? Put first in our hierarchy of importance, ask for first the highest state of consciousness, cultivated through meditation, prayer, contemplation, peacefulness, and serenity, proper perspective, right living, and then everything we could ever ask for and want is added to. It falls into our life through a particular form of grace or attraction that's naturally pulled into the vacuum of our love and our current condition of consciousness. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and then everything else is added. So that saying goes from being, just sort of a old-fashioned, pious, quaint, essentially meaningless line of ancient scripture to being the most important and profound prescription for living that we could ever realize when we put it into practice. So this is what we do in our meditation. We're arranging our day, this very day, the only day that we could live in such a way that we are putting consciousness, presence of being first, not only first theoretically and conceptually, but realistically, first thing in the morning, we do this, and then we set our mind and our heart and our state of being in this condition. And then we move out into the world with a sense of grace and dignity, and a sense that everything we want is coming to us rather than us going out to get it and compete and to struggle for it. It changes life utterly and completely. It's revolutionary. It's the most revolutionary line that we could ever truly entertain. Okay, you guys, tomorrow we get to talk about this long week of interesting thoughts. Have a beautiful day. Text me or email me any thoughts or impressions from today's chat. We'll see you all tomorrow.